live now is Independent MP Dai Le. Dai, we talked today as the Attorney General's meeting. There's calls for urgent reform around working with children checks. Still, the attorneys are saying that this could take some time to sort out when predators are exploiting the loopholes in the system.
Yes, Laura. Look, I think that is an issue. If we're talking about working with children check, obviously there are some flaws in the system and we need to look at what we can do. The incident obviously has, caused a lot of, shaken a lot of parents, probably impacting a lot of parents' trust in the system. Now, we need to also ensure that the people working in the sector, the childcare sector, we know that the majority of them are hardworking and love children, dedicate themselves to the sector. So we guys just got to also be mindful of how this is also impacting those workers in the sector as well. But certainly, I think the federal government needs to take a lead on this to ensure that there is a safety system for children. This will impact parents who goes to work, who wants to go back to the workforce, placing their children in childcare, ensuring that childcare is safe for their children. I remember when my son was in childcare, and we had great, they had great childcare workers, both male and female. So, and I think this is going to impact a lot of the, obviously, male childcare workers who should be part of the system.
What about this data today that shows, the state government, the federal government, they're trying to build houses as much as possible, but then there's some councils, including Western Sydney councils, that are getting in the way?
Well, I don't know look, at Fairfield City Council, we've zoned for about 20,000 homes around the Horsley Park, Cecil Park area. But the problem with that is there are no infrastructure. And I have spoken about this before, Laura, in terms of the importance of infrastructure such as the East-West Connect, railway, public transport, services that has to be placed there front and centre before we can build houses. So I think it takes different the levels of government to work together to ensure that there are services in place, infrastructure in place before we build houses. And, when the government promised the 1.2 million homes, we knew that wasn't going to be, they couldn't achieve that. And I keep on saying, stop creating headlines, grabbing announcements, actually look at the reality of what can be delivered. And of course, population. You got to balance it all up, right? You got to make sure that, before you bring the population in, you got to ensure that there are services, ensure that there are infrastructure, ensure that there are proper homes before all of that mix comes in, and it just caused a lot of tension in our community.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Dai Le, always good to talk to you. Thanks.
Thanks, Laura.